We now invite you to watch the next part of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message titled A Talk Dedicated to the Christian Faithful, Part 6 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on April 11th, 2025.
Now, for you, all of you in Christianity, please don't differentiate between your religion and Buddhism or other great religions. It's just the Buddha has been a peace preacher. He has never advocated violence, and that's what I like. The same with Christianity. But the later followers of Christianity or Islam or other several religions misuse the teachings of Christ and create so much chaos or bloodshed in this world. That must not be, that should never be allowed by any master. But sometimes they are forced into that situation. Like, for example, Sikhism was also relentlessly persecuted by the government at that time.
The story of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, vegetarian, the fifth Sikh Guru, is one of profound strength in the face of unimaginable pain. He was a man of peace, known for his gentle heart and vision for a harmonious society. But the world around him was filled with hostility and intolerance. The growing influence of Sikhism disturbed the Mughal Emperor Jahangir, who saw the community's unity as a threat to his rule. In his unwavering dedication to the truth, Guru Arjan Dev Ji refused to bow to Jahangir's demands. His courage to stand by his faith was met with unbearable consequences. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji was arrested and brought to Lahore, he was subjected to days of torturous agony. His captors forced him to sit on a searing hot iron plate while scalding hot sand was poured over his body. The excruciating pain was unimaginable. Yet, amid that suffering, Guru Arjan Dev Ji sat in meditation, reciting Tera Parna Meetha Lage. Your will is sweet to me, O Lord. Despite his body burning, his soul remained untouched by hatred or revenge. At the time of Emperor Aurangzeb, for standing against tyranny, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, vegetarian, was arrested and brought to Delhi. His loyal companions were tortured and killed in front of his eyes. Bhai Mati Das, vegetarian, was sawed in half. Bhai Sati Das, vegetarian, was wrapped in cotton and set on fire. And Bhai Dayala Ji, vegetarian, was boiled alive. Yet Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji remained unwavering, his heart filled with the love of humanity. On November 24th, 1675, in the bustling marketplace of Chandni Chowk, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was beheaded, etc.
It's just like nowadays, even the Christian believers have been persecuted, even to death, in different countries. Believe it or not, we are in the 21st century. They still treat unbelievers very brutally. Just let them be, man. Just because they don't preach the way you want them to preach doesn't mean what they preach is not true. But there's always something. There was always human stuff. It's very sad to hear even nowadays many Christians are persecuted even to death because they're Christian. And also some Muslims are being persecuted because they're Muslim. So there are some Muslims who did bad things like terrorism, so that blankets the whole Muslim reputation. And many of the Christian priests abuse the faithful, including children and even babies. That makes people revolt against them and then against Christianity as a whole. These are very sad things. It all became terrible and brutal because of ignorance. Just like this monk, Thich Nhat Hanh, he says such things about Christianity, like there's no God. It is still a small thing. But if he continues, if many people believe him and then continue to harass the Christian people, then there might be blowing up into a bigger tension, higher tension, and then there might be war between Christians and Buddhists. That is the thing. It's always how it happens to begin with. And even between Christians, they also have war with each other. Not to talk about between different so-called religions, like in Ireland long time ago, for example, like that.
Between 1968 and 1998, a fratricidal conflict left over 3,500 people dead.
On the Ormeau Road in Belfast, the army couldn't keep apart Protestants and Catholics.
Paramilitary groups carried out attacks and assassinations. In 1998, the Good Friday Agreement put an end to this civil war.
But there was agreement and eventually a ceasefire.
So what are we going to do? I suggest whatever you believe in. If you think it's yours, good, you believe in it, keep it with your whole heart, whole mind. But do not interfere with other religions and criticize their faith, except when they do bad deeds, like molesting children, for example. But surprisingly, such a horrible sin and law breakers, pedophiles, for example, have hardly been punished. Still not now.
etc.
It's not religion that make trouble. It is some ignorant, having a position people in that religion that will make trouble because of their aggression, because of their bad deeds, bad temper, bad personality, or stupidity, very uneducated in their own religious belief. Or in the worst case, the devil possessed that makes trouble between religions, or even between those in their own religion. That is a problem. So please do forget. Or if he makes a bigger deal, then you just have to do something according to the law. Otherwise, do not condemn Buddhism. Do not hate other Buddhists just because of this devil-possessed monk who says something that is offensive to your people, to your faith. You have the right to feel offended, but please do not blame it on the religion. Because Buddhism has always been very peaceful, mostly peaceful, except for individual monks or nuns who do bad deeds and blemish the great religion, just like Buddhism. The differentiation between religions by the faithful also have a big deal of influence on how religions can perish or survive, progress or decline. Even nowadays, there was a big filmmaker, I forgot his name. I know it, I just suddenly forgot now. He's the one who made Cowspiracy. And recently, we also introduced the latest of his films, this documentary called Cowspiracy. He interviewed me once. I was in Taiwan. Taiwan is a beautiful country, by the way. They even have high mountains and low valleys. In the high mountains, you live there. You even see snow that covers, blankets the whole mountain. Alisana, beautiful, beautiful everywhere. Even though it's a small country, but from north to south, different weather is mesmerizing. This documentary filmmaker is a co-filmmaker. The other one is Mr. Kun. I think Ki-Han Kun. I give both of them the Shining Word Award for good filmmaking that influences many people. That might make them think twice before they put that bloody animal people flesh in their mouth again. And I thank them a lot. Now, not Mr. Kun, the other one, the co-filmmaker, asked me what religion I belong to. I feel very, very surprised by him because I thought he meditates, that's what they say, meditates and know a lot about religion. So I thought he knew a lot more than just that. He asked me, what religion do you belong to? I didn't answer him because I didn't know what to say to him. But he should know by now that I'm for all religions, good ones. Not by the name of it, but by the faithful who follow that religion. Should I put down all other religions to glorify my own opinion just for one choice? Maybe his choice?
It was really, truly such an honor. I've been vegan 10 years. When I went vegan, 6 years before Cowspiracy,
very honored to be.
Well, let's start asking some questions. What religion would you say that you follow?
Well, actually, all religions taught similar things. Even in the Bible, it says, "Be you not among meat eater and wine drinkers." But you see, we do follow or not? See, and in Buddhism, it's also similar like that. Buddhism has 5 precepts, including all those don't eat meat and stuff like that. Buddha say, if you eat meat, you're not my disciple. Yeah, and the Bible say the same, Don't be among meat eaters and wine drinkers. So I don't understand why people don't read that. Yeah.
What religion do you follow?
Originally, I followed my parents, like Catholicism and Buddhism. But I'm not saying that I am just Buddhist or I'm just Catholic, because as I grew up, I studied different comparative religion doctrines, and I found out their masters have taught the same thing. They talk the same language. It's just that we misunderstand a lot, or we don't want to understand a lot. So I'm not Buddhist, I'm not Catholic, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Jain. I respect all of them and I understand all of them, and I really am a follower of all good religions in the world, compassionate ones. If you do good, you're peaceful, you help others, and you believe in your own religion, your saints or God, then I am that religion, not the name. So it was very difficult for me to tell him. I'm just telling you that even nowadays, there's so much information about different religions, and people are still kind of making a border, a boundary between great religions, and still persecute their faithful in different countries, in different ways. Oh, how sad. If you are a Christian, you might be in big trouble or fatal danger. If you are in Buddhism, you might have the same problem. If you're Muslim, you might have the same problem, etc.,
India has summoned a top Pakistani diplomat. The issue at hand is the safety of the Sikh community. It has demanded an investigation into the attacks on them. India has demanded the investigation. It has also sought the investigation report from Pakistan. Because the trend in Pakistan is alarming. In the last 3 months, 5 Sikhs have been killed.
1 in every 3 Christians in Asia are suffering from a high level of persecution. That's according to a new report by the UK-based Christian advocacy group Open Doors.
Open Doors US has just released its annual World Watch List, and the global persecution trend is alarming. Violent attacks against Christians and their churches are rising dramatically, especially in sub-Saharan Africa.
What makes Myanmar a textbook example is that the military has been launching attacks on the Rohingya, a Muslim minority in a majority Buddhist country. Violent tactics have forced tens of thousands of Rohingya to flee their homes. While many fled to Malaysia and Thailand, most ended up in Bangladesh. The recent wave of violence is the latest in a pattern of discrimination that started over 50 years ago.
A 250-year-old Buddhist temple burned to the ground in only minutes. Shugatu Barwa says he couldn't do anything to stop a crowd of angry Muslims from destroying it.
Etc.
Nowadays, we have so much information. Still, people don't understand the main point of all religions. What's the goal? What are all religions pointing to? It's very sad for me sometimes, frustrating.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. To learn more about her compassionate life and teachings, please visit suprememastertv.com/master.
Do not kill living beings. Do not take what is not freely given. Do not talk false. Treacherous speech. Sutra Kritanga Sutra. Jainism.